your help choosing the general design for the IUBMB's next puzzle. And if you vote, you will get entered into a raffle to win a copy of the original amino acid puzzle. Here's more detail. The puzzle I design won't be identical to one of these past graphics, but it'll be based on them. It'll be really similar, but it'll be in more puzzle-friendly format, so rectangular, less white space, things like this. For those of you who can't get enough proteins, I feel ya. So option number 1 is a protein structural overview puzzle, going from amino acids through proteins, primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary, all that good stuff. Some people, they're more nucleic acid fans. I am too. So I love proteins and nucleic acids. And so if you want a puzzle that loves them both, that's option number 2. Option number 3 is going to be nucleotides. So your DNA and your RNA letters. Some sort of merge of these two puzzles. These two graphics. Number 4, another one of these mergey ones. This one on cellular respirations, or how our cells take food sources and store the energy that was in them as ATP and other high energy molecules. Number 5, glycolysis. So one of those key components of your cellular energy, making that starting pathway for a lot of different foods and sugars, glycolysis. So number 5 is going to be an overview of glycolysis. Number 6, continuing on our energy making or energy storage trend, we have the electron transport chain. So that end part of your cellular respiration, where you're actually going and storing that energy as ATP. Option number 7 is the tricarboxylic acid cycle, TCA, also known as Krebs cycle or the citric acid cycle. Yeah, it has a lot of names, but it also does a lot of different things. Because what happens is it's kind of like a central hub of metabolism. And so when your body is breaking down various molecules, they're broken down into intermediates of this pathway that can then enter. And then you can take out some of the intermediates of this pathway to make other things from them. So it's super duper important. Also important is the Bohr effect. Now we're totally changing tracks, but the Bohr effect is going to help your blood cells transport oxygen through your body and drop it off where it's needed. So the Bohr effect, far from boring, and so this is another option for a puzzle. Number 9, we're reaching the end. We've got 10. Number 9 is ATP, and it will be a merge of these two different puzzles. These two different graphics about how ATP stores energy. And finally, number 10, if we want to get more experimental, we've got Western blotting. And so this is a technique we can use to detect the presence of various proteins of interest after we run a polyacrylamide gel, separate proteins by size, transfer them to a membrane, and then look with antibodies to see, probe that membrane with antibodies to see if a specific protein was there. It's a very, very common technique in biochemistry, so some of you probably are a little too familiar with it and might not want a puzzle to remind you of how often you have to do this. But Western blotting workflow, that's puzzle number 10, puzzle option number 10. So we had number 1, protein structural overview. Number 2, proteins versus nucleic acids. Number 3, nucleotides. 4, cellular respiration. 5, glycolysis. 6, electron transport chain. 7, the tricarboxylic acid cycle. 8, Bohr effect. 9, ATP. And 10, Western blotting. But you don't have to memorize all these. You can just go to the survey link and vote for your favorite one. And you'll also see that there's an option to put in your email address if you would like to be entered into a contest to win a version of the classic amino acids puzzle. And then in the future, you'll have the chance to win one of the new puzzles that you helped me choose what I wanted to design it of. Vote for your favorite by April 28th. And also, if there's something that you don't see there that you think would make a great puzzle, be sure to let me know and we'll consider it for the next puzzle. Yeah, we're thinking big. So they would like to thank the IUBMB, the International Union of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, for doing all this printing and the contests and things to give away these puzzles. And so The International Union of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology is this really great organization. I'm so grateful to be able to serve as an ambassador for them. And they recently sent me and my colleagues from the IUBMB training initiative to the Discover BMB conference, where we put on a workshop and we use the puzzles to kind of lure people to our booth, where we could tell them about some of the great fellowships and other opportunities that the IUBMB offers. And so I will post links for you to check out more about the IUBMB and the training initiative, where we're a group of trainees helping other trainees unite trainees around the world and provide resources and things like this. So it's a really, really great group of people. And we had a great time at the conference, and hopefully we could reach a lot of people that we were not able to help even more. Finally, and because people are going to inevitably ask, I make my graphics in Adobe Illustrator. A free alternative is Inkscape, and I've done posts on Adobe Illustrator in the past that I will link to. So thank you all for helping choose the next puzzle for the IUBMB to print out and give you opportunities to win. They don't sell them or anything. They're really expensive to print, but they serve as great puzzle prizes or contest prizes. So stay tuned to hear more about different opportunities you'll have to win both the amino acids puzzle as well as whatever new puzzle I design thanks to your help.